The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson has responded to the vicious online backlash about his first ever Star Wars movie, and his reaction is quite calm in the face of such vitriol. Almost Jedi-like, if you will. In addition to tweeting angrily at Johnson and writing critical reviews on sites like Rotten Tomatoes, self-proclaimed Star Wars fans have crafted a petition to get The Last Jedi stricken from the canon. Perturbed by what they interpret as inadequacies with character development and plot, the petition creators are upset with Johnson and production companies Disney and Lucasfilm. Read more. Sophie Turner, Game of Thrones star, faces backlash over Friends GoFundMe. The petition, titled Have Disney Strike Star Wars Episode 8 from the Official Canon, is composed by Last Jedi hater Henry Walsh. Initially, it had a 15,000 signature goal, but that's now been up to 35,000. As of this writing, it's about 6,000 signatures away from reaching that target. Despite all the rage pointed in his direction, Johnson was affable about the whole thing. The fans are so passionate, they care so deeply, he said. Sometimes they care very violently at me on Twitter. But it's because they care about these things, and it hurts when you're expecting something specific and you don't get it from something that you love. I don't take it personally if a fan reacts negatively and lashes out at me on Twitter. It's my job to be there for that. Every fan has a list of stuff they want a Star Wars movie to be and they don't want a Star Wars movie to be. You're going to find very few fans out there whose lists line up. He said the vast majority of fan reactions to the movie have been really lovely, so the negative reaction highlighted in the media is not the full picture of the fans at all, he attested. Watch below. The Last Jedi receives a lot of fan backlash. Johnson says he's only following original director and creator George Lucas' lead. I also know the same way the original movies were personal for Lucas, he said. Lucas never made a Star Wars movie by sitting down and thinking, what do the fans want to see? And I knew if I wrote wondering what the fans would want, as tempting as that is, it wouldn't work, because people would still be shouting at me, F***ku, you ruined Star Wars, and I would make a bad movie. And ultimately, that's the one thing nobody wants. In the petition, Georgia native Walsh says that The Last Jedi was disappointing on almost all levels. Star Wars has long been a story about two things, the Jedi and Luke Skywalker, wrote Walsh. After over 260 novels where we could follow the adventures of that great hero the Walt Disney Company decided to strike all of that from the official canon and wiped out 3 decades of lore. We were excited to see Episode 7 to see how our heroes' lives turned out since you took away what we knew. We saw the death of Han Solo, we saw less than a minute of Luke Skywalker. Episode 8 was a travesty, the petition continues. It completely destroyed the legacy of Luke Skywalker and the Jedi. It destroyed the very reasons most of us, as fans, liked Star Wars.